Welcome to the gathering at the Cosmic Fire 2025 Summit. Heart to heart, hand to hand, soul to soul, answering the global call to be of service. We are all beings of light, finding our way in the world, seeking support, connection, and seeds of inspiration along the way. Over the next 5 days, honored healers, teachers, and thought leaders from the world of shamanism and earth based traditions will uplift, inspire, and guide us to step more fully into our true purpose and our own unique path in answering the call to sacred service. Each one of us is a carrier of wisdom and medicine and a potential for change and healing in our world. Together, in unity and service, we can illuminate the way forward for our human family today and for all of our relations in the generations to come. This gathering is brought to you by Shaman's Directory, a vibrant and growing nonprofit global platform dedicated to bringing shamanic earth based services to the world's doorstep. Together, we are powerful medicine. I am Mayumi Beckers, one of your hosts at the Cosmic Fire, and I'm absolutely thrilled to welcome Don Gino Chaka-Runa. Hello, Gino. Welcome.
My God, thank you for your beautiful introduction, Mayumi. It's overwhelming, and I'm very grateful for your words. And yeah, I'm very, very happy to be here one more time. I think this is the second time, if not the third, in your platform, where I was invited by our common beautiful friend Trisha, which I miss so far. It's been a while that we don't meet each other. And also, I have to express my congratulations because these platforms are really, really needed. And as you say, we all carry wisdom and medicine. Wisdom comes through life, carried by time. The more time, most likely, the more wisdom. Medicine, I think, comes with the wounds. You become the best healer of what you heal on yourself. When you get wounded, when you get down, you come back on track, then you carry medicine to share with others that are in the same need of whatever you heal yourself. Anyway, I'm here at your disposal, available. You can ask whatever you want.
Thank you, Gino. It's already a great introduction to hear already your wisdom and knowledge here. And so, before we begin, I would like to take a little moment, especially for those who do not know Gino yet and his amazing work, to share a little bit more about his work. Don Gino Chaka-Runa was born into a lineage of healers. His grandfather, a Yatiri from the lineage of the Incas, the highest level of curandero or healer, spoke only Quechua and lived to the age of 100. He initiated Don Gino into the shamanic path at the young age of 15 and gave him the name of Chaka-Runa, meaning the bridge man in Quechua. From this moment, he was introduced to the knowledge of Andean cosmovision, shamanism, and the use of sacred medicine plants. Following the Andean ancient shamanic knowledge, he felt a strong call to the Amazon, where he deepened his training in plant medicine and master plants dietas at the Munay Retreat Center in Pucallpa, Peru, under the guidance of Don Jose Campos. Don Gino is part of the Mestizo Maestros lineage, which traces its roots to Don Solonteyo, Don Guillermo Ojanama, and Don Jose Campos. The first two now departed. He also embraced the knowledge of the Shipibo lineage, learning their practices in Icaros. Don Gino Chaka-Runa works in the Peruvian Amazon and the Sacred Valley of the Incas, where he holds plant medicine and master plants dietas. The topic for our conversation is Chaka-Runa, bridging the seen and the unseen. So thank you again, Gino, for being here. I look forward to our conversation and to receiving all of the wisdom and knowledge also on behalf of the summit audience. And yeah, I would like to begin by sharing that I know that you are a true maestro and a Chaka-Runa, bridgeman. You have that name from the age of 15, and
Mm.
this really embodies the, how you are, the union of the jungle and the Andean medicine, as well as the bridge between the Asian traditions and the modern world. And I know you have come a long way, and I would like to ask you if you could begin by sharing what inspired you to stay committed to your shamanic path and how this devotion has shaped your life of service.
Thank you so much for that introduction. Uh, it's a long time I don't hear it. I want to also make a little clarification that sometimes when I answer, I close my eyes. It's a habit I have to not to cut the connection, but to look inside and not interacting from whatever comes from outside. It might happen or not. Sometimes it's just natural. So when I heard the introduction, it took me back on time, and it's connected to your first question. What made the impulse to follow my path? And at 15, I remember my grandpa up in the highlands used to go to a farm there. And at that age, you're not, I mean, I was a seeker. I remember I was a seeker, always asking questions. What are we doing here? What does it mean? Where are we going? Where do we come from? And so on. I don't know if everybody does that at that age, but I did it big time, again and again. Instead of being plain, or riding horses or whatever. And I remember a lot of coca leaves around all the time, blessings, prayers from my grandpa. And one of my uncles also was pretty much into, he was a doctor, a medic, but he also embraced the Andean shamanism. He wrote a book, very, very thorough book on Andean shamanism with animals, plants, and so on. I remember my mother also healing me with many things like clay, chaco, it's called in the Andes. Very powerful clay, white clay, absorbs all the darkness and everything. So, and my father also at one point, when I was in my teenagers, from nowhere just expressed to me that he used to drink wachuma again and again. So that brought a little bit of understanding what I was carrying in my genes and the seeker, you know. So no clarity, of course, at that time. What is this path about? And I just live my life as a normal human being, going through different stages and cycles of your life, connected to your physical age, but never left behind that craving or that seeker path of knowing more, knowing about the unseen world, what is behind the curtains, you know. And there's always something extraordinary happening around you. There's never nothing happening. There's always something happening. You just have to look, be present with awareness, and then you will see what is happening around you. Maybe a couple is kissing in the corner, maybe a dog is chasing a ball, maybe a little kid are playing in the park. There's always something happening around you with living beings, seen, but also unseen. Like in the trees, in the park, you can feel many things. In the mountains, there are many stories about people in the Andes when they have to walk in the night. They normally walk through the mountains, sometimes even barefoot. They always carry a mapacho and agua florida, which are very ancient shamanic tools for protection because they encounter unseen beings in the apus, which they call souls that are trapped in the middle world, in the Kaipacha, not there, not here. And they cry for help to move forward, upwards or downwards, whatever. It doesn't matter. So in my case, mm, I think the motor, the engine was always my heart and the craving to see beyond what is in front of your eyes. Always being craving for that. So I follow my Andean path with my grandfather and other teachers in Puno. They are called Yatiri. The names say a lot. In Cusco, they are called Pacos, which embrace all the healer platform. Hampegruna also, and the name Chaka-Runa comes from there. Chaka, breach, Runa, persona or human being. So the human breach, because there are many things to be breached. A breach is at service. A breach puts helps you to cross from one side to another side. Maybe a river, maybe an abyss. You cannot jump. Maybe connecting your heart with your mind and your whole being with your spirit. A bridge can bridge you to open up to your loved ones because you're close, wounded. A bridge can bridge you with nature and Mother Earth because you're blind and you cannot see. Can bridge you with the divine because you're too earthy and not open to other worlds. So bridges are at service and are needed when the time comes. And a human bridge is what serves on whatever I just explained. There are many ways to be bridge, um, especially to bridge you to your own being, because most of the people have no clue what they are, who they are. That is the most important bridge to your own being, to who is inside this body. Do I know him? Who is saying my body, my mind, even my soul? Who is saying this? This something, somebody bigger. So that is, in my view, at this age now, I just turned 69, so I'm living already a couple of weeks of my year 70, believe it or not. um, it's a never-ending story, The beauty is the path. It unfolds. You just have to choose a path, jump into it, and walk it with passion. My father, when he was in his dying bed, he told me three statements. One was live your life at the fullest, meaning all in, enjoy it. And then he said, live it fast because it's a blink of an eye. You think you have a lot of time, you don't. And then you will look back and then you will say, wow, where did it go? 70 years, where did it go? And then he said, live your life with passion, like you have blood in your veins. He used to talk like this. And at that time, I didn't understand, but now I do. Passion means burning, fire in your heart. No halfway, all in or not in. As simple as that. No grace. You jump in, you give it all, because whatever you give, you will get exactly the same. You go halfway, you're gonna get halfway. You go timid, shy, nothing will come back. You go with passion like a wild wolf jumping in, all in fire, and that is exactly what you get back. The time you put, the time you get back. The energy you put, the energy you get back. The passion you put, you get back big time. And then you manifest. The intention is your engine and your vision, and verbalizing makes everything happen, which is the story of my life in many, many ways. I learned this when I was very young. Manifesting, there was no book of the secret or nothing about this, but it just started happening in my life from nowhere. I would verbalize, and it would just take a couple of months and then it will be there. I was not aware of this incredible power. I remember at that time, already had traveled the world for a while, but I never went to Australia. And suddenly it just came, I want to go to Australia. I didn't know how, I didn't know anybody there. Finance was not there. And then I kept saying, I was in my teenagers, 18, maybe 20, I don't know. And I keep repeating, verbalizing, I'm going to Australia, I'm going to Australia. I don't know how, but I'm going to Australia. In a meetings, with my friends, in a dinner, with my family, in the toilet. It was always, I'm going to Australia. I gotta go, I gotta go, I wanna go. Verbalizing, verbalizing, vibrating, breathing, eating Australia. I don't know why Australia. Well, then later I knew. And then after a couple months, it just came from nowhere. The Australian company was there. They hired me. I mean, it was amazing. And since then, I knew there was this power from the universe of verbalizing. The verb has power. It has to listen to it. Vibrating, meaning every single cell of you has to be in tune with that wish or path or dream that you have. Means vibration. Verbalize, vibrate, visualize. It's already there. I'm enjoying it. And that is the history of my path. So answering, wrapping it up to your question, that is my motivation. My motivation at that time was seeking, knowing about this shamanic knowledge path, looking in in the unseen. But you know, motivations and engines and dreams change. I used to say this with a little song of Cat Stevens, Father and Son. There's no time to make a change, just relax, take it easy, for you'll still be here tomorrow, but your dreams may not. Meaning your dreams change. I mean, your dreams when you were 18 will never be the same when you were 50, or when your dream at 50 will never be the same when you're 70. They change. So my motivation also changed. At that time was seeker. I'm not seeker anymore. I don't seek anything. I'm done. I'm just at service, and so much nurturing from the people that come to sit with Chaka-Runa on the healing and incredible evolution and growth that they can experience in 3 nights and then later during their lives. How can I not be a service? It's incredibly nurturing, and that is one of the most important payback that I received for doing this work. Really, that is that kept me going. Starting from a seeker, becoming a warrior, fighting my own fights in life with them within my shamanic Andean path, embracing the Amazon shamanic path, the North shamans from the Waringas in Peru, putting the most powerful things of each branch together, and boom, creating the Chaka-Runa way to make it a service to whoever is in need and be the bridge man for whoever needs it. That's it.
Thank you. This is quite a powerful story that you shared. I hear the
Story.
passion as well and the determination and yeah, how you have come to where you are right now as a
Mm, mm.
powerful medicine man. And I wonder also, as we are talking about service as well, yeah, you have lived pretty much all of your life being in service. And from your perspective, what does it really mean to be of service to the community and to the earth and to the plant world and to spirit?
I had to start with your introduction. You mentioned that I am a non maestro, and I would like to clarify something. You know, as I said, you said also that we all carry wisdom, we all carry medicine. Wisdom is not granted. Knowledge, you can learn something, you can study, you can go to school, university, then you know. How many, what is the population of Peru or US or whatever, knowledge. Wisdom is something different, come with mastery. When do you master something? Wisely, when you do it again and again and again and again. Medicine, as I said, I connect to healing. Of course, medicine is healing. You take a medicine when you need a medicine. In this case, it's different medicines that embraces your whole being, not only your body, like in a clinic or a hospital, but also your emotions, your mind, and your consciousness. So to answer your question of what does it mean to be a service, you have gifts. Everybody has a gift. We all come with one gift, maybe two, maybe three. I don't know. What is a gift? Besides your biggest gift, what is your biggest gift? I think we have really two biggest gifts and other gifts. The biggest gift, of course, is your life, which you owe to the source and to all your ancestors. It is said that if you only consider 300 years back, you needed 2,000 couples from your both sides to bring you here. 2,000 couples. Can you imagine that? Like this one with that one with this, until you get here. So I mean, otherwise we wouldn't be here. I mean, my God, thank you. I imagine my grandpa, my grandpa on this side, and maybe a second generation, and then the rest, I have no clue. But they had to meet together to make me materialize in this realm, to be at service. So once you are given the gift of life, you can enjoy life, but also you can enjoy by being of service, which is giving back. And the second gift, of course, which is the treasure, is your time, which you should be very careful who you give it to, because otherwise you're giving your life away. Are you putting seeds in fertile soil or in very dry, dead soil, which only means wasting your treasure, which is time? Whatever seed you plant is not for you to water. If it's fertile soil, the rain and moisture will water it, or maybe the tears of whoever holds that seed. And the other gifts you might have are the ones that you receive at birth, which makes you different, not special. Nobody is special, but unique. There's only one of you, which carries certain gifts. Maybe how you speak, maybe You're a wonderful singer. There is something that you can do much better than most. That is your gift. That is your power. Maybe a dancer, maybe a martial arts, or a good ayahuasquero, or a good shaman, or maybe just a very beautiful human being, which is the most hardest thing to achieve. These gifts you can embrace, or you can look the other way. Some people don't want their gifts, you know. No, no, shaman, no, no, teacher, no. And they look the other way, which is sad because, I mean, if you're giving this gift, it was meant for you, not for anybody else. This is your gift. You can receive it gratefully, embrace it, make it grow, empower it, and share it with humanity, which I can assure you would give full meaning to your life. And that is being a service, where you can share this gift with no other meaning but sharing without expecting anything in return. Living in that is called in the Andes reciprocity, aini, meaning I give you this from my urpi yai sonkoyai, my like a little heart of a pigeon. But in the Andes, they don't say thank you. They say urpi sonko. Urpi means pigeon, sonko heart, or urpi yai sonkoyai. I thank you like with a little heart of a little pigeon with this caring. It's beautiful language. So then that is given when it's given without expectation, without a double intention. Oh, I give this, I'm gonna give this back. When you do that, nothing comes back. And if it does, it's not nothing, something good you want to receive. When you give without any expectation, I don't know how the universe witnesses this and gives back big time. This beautiful soul, look at him or that hair, it's a service giving. We gotta give her back or give him back. You don't need her to do anything. You just need to keep doing and keep offering. But of course, not everybody deserves your time or your gift. You know, you're not granted. You have value. You have dignity, and you have to value yourself, self-worth. People have to gain your gifts and your offerings with respect, with expressing their need honestly, without craving, truthfully, and with gratefulness, because your time is not granted. If you're giving it, it's because that person touched your heart, and then I'm yours. You have my time. That is very important. Otherwise, don't give it. If you commit, you deliver. This is me. I'm here. I'm listening. You have all my attention. No phones, nothing. This is between you and me. Twice looking, feeding each other, listening, and then magic happens from there. That is being a service for me. Being available. I hope that answers.
Yes, thank you. It's really, yeah, showing it again in another perspective. Like, yeah, being in service is really about sharing your unique gifts with the world. And I think it's really beautifully set here. And yeah, thank you for that. And I want to ask you also something about I know that you travel the world and sharing the beauty of shamanic wisdom with other communities. And in what way do you feel Your work creates a sense of community and encourages others also to step into their path and walk their path of service.
Hmm. That's a beautiful question. Well, we gotta start with what is a community, you know? Community is something common among a group of people. Community, communion, communion, come in union, come be one. Every word has meaning, you know? It's like when you say you gotta be responsible, or you have to have responsibility. You have to start breaking the words. Response ability. You have to have response ability. How do you, with which ability do you respond to this or that? Same as community. Commune, come be one, come in union. What makes us one? Of course, the first thing is that we are all human beings. We come from the same source. But that is not enough for now. Many things have to be the glue. Like-minded people. You can have a community of sports people. They all like football. It's a community. They share their passion, they play, they look video, whatever. You can have a community of martial arts. They love this passion and they bring the spirit of warrior from within. You can have a community of farmers. They all gather, they fight for their rights, they ask for seats for the government. Community gives power, gives strength to the same vision that this group of people have. It's a unit, it's a power, it's a muscle. It makes the group move forward towards that common vision that this community, particular community, have. Of course, we have lost track, and then probably at the beginning we were one little community. As far as I know, came from Africa, the origin, and then we started losing the one union glue because I want to go that path. There's more green areas there, or we can go find more animals to hand over there, or we want to go to the ocean because we want fish or whatever. And then it started spreading, you know, and we lost the sense of the biggest tribe ever, which is called humanity. And in that sense, I think we can go back bit by bit by bringing consciousness into the human being. You know, we don't. That is why again the name, human being. We are not human doers or human having, human doing, human having, human thinking. I mean, a lot of people they connect and identify with what they have. That's a human doing. I do it. So when I say, okay, I see this in have seen this in congressmen, for instance. The congressmen feels, oh my God, huge, red carpet, security, limousine, whatever, a period, 4 or 5 years. And then the term ends. Who are you now? You're not a senator anymore. You're just one more in your house. So in that period, you identify with the doing, you know, or human having. Maybe you have two Ferraris, one Maserati. Nothing wrong about abundance. I have to clarify. Nothing wrong about abundance. If that makes you happy, maybe so be it. I think that what is not wrong or right, in my view, what can create a little veil in your eyes is getting attached to what you do, what you have. Because what you do can vanish. Senator, 5 years, no senator. Boom, downhill. Crash, pain, wounds. Who am I? nothing to grab. Or having maybe two Rolls Royce, one Maserati, whatever, maybe somebody puts a bomb in your house and they are gone. Boom. No more gas. I'm sorry. No more human having. So whatever you have, whatever you do is okay as long as you don't attach to it. You can enjoy, of course, a beautiful car, a beautiful motorbike, a beautiful job. You should enjoy it because you put time of your life to gain it, and it was deliberate. Enjoy it. But if you try to grab happiness from that, it will be vanishing at any moment, and you will be nowhere in that ephemeris joy that produced. So community again brings people together to their source of being human. Instead of human being, how about being human, which is different on whatever it means to be human. Reciprocity. A community should have a base of something. The community Chaka-Runa wants to embrace and create is based on respect, on honesty, transparency, gratitude, love, compassion, and reciprocity, both sides. And that is possible with wisdom and, of course, with the help of the master plants, because they can drop the veil from your eyes and then you are very clear to which human community you want to belong. I think the most important one is the one that comes from within, from your soul, to be human with like-minded people, people that already also have embraced and they have awakened their awareness. Awareness is very important. Where are you? What are you doing? Who are you? Who is around you? Where are you going? Why are you doing this? This is awareness in everything you do. Otherwise, you're just a little AI or a robot or something that just walks because you have two legs and a heart and two arms, with no clarity. And then the life just goes in a snap of fingers. It doesn't mean you have to leave behind a big trace, but in my view, you only have to leave one big footprint, which is within yourself. This is my footprint of my own soul. What have I done with the gift of my life in 50, 60, 70 years? And how did I make all the people connected to me feel? Did I respect them? Did I see them? Did I hear them? Did I help them? Was I there when I was needed? This is community. Being available, trying to be one. That is why the word universe, one verse. In the Keros, in Chaka-Runa specifically, we have a mantra that says one breath, one thought, one heart, one word, one action. This is a human group. So hopefully we're moving forward on that regard. We have a beautiful eco village for our Chaka-Runa community where we invite you all to come. This is our vision. Um, of course, the clock is ticking. Maybe I will not see the fruits of the outcome, or maybe I will. I don't know. It's okay. This is the first step. There's a beautiful space already there waiting for whoever wants to embrace that path. Not only the space and the nature, but the wisdom that it carries, because there will be many elders bringing the knowledge and sharing and teaching in this space.
Wonderful.
I think I'm
Yes,
getting a little bit too long on my answers. I'm gonna be short.
it's okay. It's okay. We have plenty of time. Don't worry.
Okay.
Since we're talking about Chaka-Runa, I'm also aware that you are hosting really powerful Chaka-Runa dietas in the
Hmm.
Amazon as well as the Andes. Could you share a little bit what it is like to join the Chaka-Runa diet and what the difference is between the diets in the Amazon and the Andes?
Of course, thank you. Thank you for your question. It's very important. Working with the plants or with any other shamanic system, there are many. I respect when you ask also about going around the world. I forgot to say that wherever I go, I try to connect with the shamanic knowledge of that area. Sometimes I go to Norway, and of course, there is a beautiful shamanic community. The Samis, very, very ancient. They have powerful drumming and powerful singing, the yoiks. And they work with Amanita muscaria, powerful mushroom. You have the Aboriginals from the outback in Australia, also very well known. You have the people from Africa working with the powerful medicine plant of iboga. You have the Huicholes in Mexico working with peyote and many, many shamanic cultures. They are everywhere. It's been everywhere since ever. There was one knowledge, one wisdom that spread around the world using whatever beautiful Mother Earth Pachamama provides through these plants, you know? So if I can say something about this before jumping into the dietas, it's very important. I have a little tale on that regard. Let's say when the source, the Great Spirit, was creating life, he was with his angels, and then he created this beautiful, like likewise human being, you know. But he said, it's a little risky. What have we done? This human being, incredible, smart being, is going to be looking always for the truth. Where is this coming from? You know, the origin. And probably they're going to find it. It's not going to be good. Where should we hide it? So then one of the angels said, let's hide it very deep in the ocean. I can dive in with a little truth and put it very, very deep in the sand. My God, so deep in the ocean. And then God said, no, no, no. They're going to dive one day. They're going to build up equipment. They're going to find it. Not a good place. And then another angel said, okay, I can climb the Everest, even the highest peak mountain of the world, and dig in the snow and hide it there. And nobody will. And then God says, you think they will not go up in the mountains? These guys will climb whatever we put in front of them, as long as they can see that there is something there for them hidden, they will find it. And then God said, I got it. I have the place where they will never look to find the truth. We're going to hide it inside themselves because they never look inside. And the key to look inside will be the master plans. How about that? So we use the master plans in the dietas, specifically ayahuasca in Peru, because it's our ethnia, our ancestral heritage. And of course, other plants like tobacco and many, many medicine plants that are connected to the master plan of the mother. In Peru, in the Amazon, I mean, okay, in Peru, there are three big branches. I go around the world and I see a lot of shamanism around the world. But what I have found in Peru since once I was young is that there are very clear three branches, even four. The three main ones are in the north, in the Andean north of Peru, where they work with Huachuma. San Pedro, they call it also, the cactus. Uh, it is not a medicine from Cusco or the Andean, the south, but from the north, Chavin de Huántar. There was a temple there. They were initiated the shamans with San Pedro or Huachuma. More important to call it Huachuma because the name has a meaning. The temple is in the north, and it has even a big cactus in high relief, and there was meant to initiate the shamans. In the old times, these plants, Mayumi, were not available for everybody. This was only for the elite, the highest hierarchy of priests. Not like, I want to drink ayahuasca, I want to take some pills. No, it was not like that. Who are you? Who the hell are you? Who do you think you are? You know, get on the line, get your tickets, or show me who you are, and then we will see if you can drink this medicine, because they are powerful. The shamans don't spend the whole life healing themselves. They heal themselves during years, and then they go up there to gather powerful information and bring down to this reality to share with their community. So that was the case in the old times. So you have the north with the Waringas, the lakes, the powerful shamans there work with the waters in the lakes. This is from the ancient times of the Inca. The Inca was meant to be carried there in the throne, and then he will getting mentions in the Black Lake, Jana Black Kocha Lake, to get cleansed, and all his diseases or low vibration will suck in by the water and absorb. You know, it's still there. And this shaman work with what I'm going to tell is because I have found similarities and differences between the three branches. Similarities in the north, in the Waringas, they work with the mapacho, very powerful agua florida, flower water, but also with magnets. They like remagnetize your body with a chonta wood, very powerful, very hard wood to strengthen your body. Also with steel swords to cut your low vibration energy from the head to the toes. We also work with tabac infusion through the nose in the shell. You have to absorb. It's super powerful, purgative. And they work with wachuma, but in the night. It's not about, some people say, take wachuma or mushrooms and then go in nature and you can talk with the trees or the clouds. These medicines start to look inside. They work in the night. In wachuma, 8, 10 hours in the night. You cannot see, not even your nose. It's inside, inside, inside. Powerful prayers, of course, icaros, singings, and harmonica. Brothers. This is the north. Coincidentally, in the Colombia, for instance, they play a lot of harmonica, which is close to the north of Peru. You know, and then you have and what is the purpose? Black eye, back wind, heavy energy, spells, cleansing your energy to bring abundance, to make loving connections, uh, to drop the bad luck or curses. This is the very many people, very important people go there from Peru. Then you have the Andes with the knowledge of the Pacos, and there are levels. In the Andes, Paco embraces the whole platform. Then you have Chaka-Runas, rich man, very powerful. Hampegrunas, Hampeg means healer, the healer of human. You have Pampa Misayok, which is Pampa means flat. Misayok, messenger of the Mesa, the Misa. He has certain power to do offerings to Pachamama or the Apus. And then you have the Alto Misayuk. Alto means high, the high messenger. And that one is not here anymore, it's gone. Maybe a new one will come when this Pachacuti ends. I'm not going to go into that because it's a little long. These are periods of 500 years. We are going in the one of the last Pachacutis. So these are the levels. In the Alto Misa, you can speak directly to the Apu, to the spirits of the mountains, can speak with Mother Earth. They don't need any bridge, and they use the coca leaf as a door to connect. They is said that in the Amazon, shamans have to drink plants to open the bridge with the spirits, and in the Andes, the spirits come through the coca leaves to the shaman. It's a kind of different approach. Also, in the Andes, they work with agua florida, but in this case, male and female agua florida. Both bottles at the same time, mapacho, brothers, mostly with the winds, the quena, the champoña, drum, very beautiful singing prayers also for Mother Earth and Pachamama, and offerings. I think they are the only shamans that give offerings, the only ethnia, because they offer gratitude, express their gratitude with through the offerings to Mother Earth, through the offerings to the Apu. I mean, if there are spirits in a vine and in other plants, why wouldn't be there a spirit in the huge mountain, which is the highest expression of Mother Earth trying to touch heaven? I'm totally sure there is a spirit in the mountains. And you can see even the faces in the profile of the mountains. And there are families inside the mountains, and male and female, sometimes even combats between themselves. Everything happens everywhere. And that is, again, the unseen, breaching the seen with the unseen, which is the title of this conversation. And then the Amazon, of course, also the purpose in the Andes is clearing your energy, prayer, connecting with Pachamama, bringing you to the spirit of the apples, which are protectors, bridging you through the three worlds. The underworld, Ukupacha, ruled by the snake, where you face your shadows, your demons, your nonsense, your non-clarity, you're getting lost. Then you are brought to the Kaipacha, this realm where the human lives, past, present, future, the puma, agile, jumping from here to there, strength, power, clarity. And the puma is the cat of the apple, the pet. Many insights in that reality. And then the condor brings your soul to the Hana Pacha, which is the higher realm. I want to explain a little bit about Pacha. Many people speak about Pachamama. I don't know if they have a clarity on what they're saying. Mama, mother, Pacha, time, space. The time and space for mother. Which mother? Mother Earth. And then when you say Uthu Pacha, the time and space or realm of the underworld, which has a ruler. When you say Kai Pacha, this time and space or reality. Hanak Pacha, this time, space, or realm of the deities, the spirits. That is Pacha, you know. Pacha, Kuti, which I talked before, Pacha, time, space, reality, Kuti, transformation, balance, the time and space of putting balance in life. Many beautiful words uh, in the Quechua language. Munai Kausai, live your life. Causa is life. Munai from the heart. Live your life in balance from the heart. And besides, in the Andes, they also embrace, besides the three worlds and the Chacana cross, which also have three levels, is the three powers of the human, which is the Yachak, the wisdom, the Munai, which is the power of the heart, which I explain is the passion that you put in everything you do, and the Ruai or Yangtak, which is the action, So the message is act from your heart with passion consciously. That is the big message from the Andes. And then you have the Amazon, where they work with the plants. Again, they work with plants in the north, with wachuma, cactus, and other plants. In the Andes, they have incredible number of plants, including wachuma and many other healing plants. And in the Amazon, is a pharmacy from the vegetalists. You have the vegetalistas, which work with the vegetables, the roots, the leaves, the barks. You have the paleros, or the one that work with trees, with mustard trees. You have the rubbers that rub your body. You have the whistler that only heals with by whistling, or the tabaqueros, the one with tobacco, or camalongueros, they work with the very powerful defensive plant of camalonga, the hueseros, the one that crack your bones and put them together. It's a large variety in the Amazon. But you also have ayahuasquero, who is a maestro ayahuasquero. You can be maestro ayahuasquero, maestro ayahuasquero, empalero, or vegetalista, many possibilities, you know. And they work with plants and diets. That's where we go to the diets. We offer diets with master plant ayahuasca and plant medicines that are meant to bridge you to connect with the plant you're intaking. In the old times, the dietas were to initiate a little boy in shamanism. The maestro will take a 15-year-old kid, let's go there close to the river. Here is a sack of potato and banana. And here, please boil this plant. There is a little pot here. You gotta drink this plant for 15 days. You can have a little fish from the river. I come back. And the little boy will just every day drink the plant on his own. He doesn't need anything else. And go to sleep and then starts listening to some tones or some voices in the night. And that's the plant talking to him, initiating him, seeing if the kid has power or not. If they do, they will talk to him and show him how this plant cures and what tones they like to see, to hear, to come and manifest. Now that is kind of gone a little bit still, but now it's more for healing your body and strengthening, give you there are plans for defense, plans for strengthening your body, plans for healing. Let's say you have plans for welding bones or fixing tissue or muscle like tawari. You have plans for digestive problems like bovinsana, also with DMT. You have plans chirisanango, which is for arthritis, arthrosis. It takes the cold from your bones. You have renakia, which is for bones, tissue, and muscle. And for tumor is tawari, with dissolving the tumors. Mostly you use the bark of the plants, but also sometimes the leaves, the roots, like in chirisanango, or the resign, you know, is vegetalismo, is to know the vegetables, which plant is for what part of the plant to use, how to prepare the medicine, and how long to give it to you. And that is what we offer in the Amazon and in the Andes also, because we bring the plants that we work with, which are some of the ones that I just mentioned. Of course, in the Amazon, we go deep. It's the mother's house. They are surrounded by so many spirits of the Amazon. Every tree you can hear, you can feel the spirit in the tree, even without taking medicine. You walk and you can hear the whispers in the Amazon. Besides the animals and the bears or the insects, there's something else there. There's a presence, very important, and it's all connected. It's not one spirit here. No, it's like a net. There's a net under, of course, the mushrooms net, but there is also a net that connects through the branches. They touch each other. It's like a brotherhood, you know. This is what I feel, and it gets goosebumps when I'm speaking about this. My God. And of course, the nature, the river, the creeks is wonderful. We have a healing center now. We inaugurated on June this year with first two dietas. My God, I cannot express what is there. It's a piece of heaven on earth. It's really incredible. We managed to open in 1 year. We have a beautiful casitas, tambos, a little bit comfort. They don't have walls. You're in the middle of the Amazon with mosquito net, a beautiful platform, ecological roof, and a bathroom where you have a toilet with flushing water. Ecological, we reuse the waters and it's biodigester. You have a beautiful sink made out of a tree, and you have a beautiful shower with the stones. We just use the materials, the living materials that Mother Earth provides. No transformation. Everything that you transform with high temperatures or chemical procedures vibrates death, like an adobe. An adobe is just dirt, hay, sand, and water. Adobe, a dirt brick. If you put that dirt brick in an oven in incredible high temperatures, you get a brick, red, very hard, harder than the dirt brick, but it's dead. Molecularly, it dies. Hence, it vibrates death. So we have this beautiful place there. We have 10 waterfalls inside the land. We have been very cautious of not being invasive. We use the little tracks that the animal already left and widen them a little bit. The tambos or the casitas are built wherever there was a free space already. We don't cut trees. We haven't cut trees. We will never cut trees. We also have a plant medicine farm uh, because people just take. I don't see this in many healing centers or retreats. They don't. They just brew and sell medicine without giving back. I mean, this is going to end with the plant medicine, indiscriminatory taking. We have planted already uh, like 2,000 ayahuascas, 2,000 chacrunas, 1,000 chaurapanga, 800 bobinsanas, and we plan to plant much more of plants for dieting, chirisanango, lupuna, bobinsana, ayauma, and all the plant medicines are to be taken care of. So the eco village axis is to preserve the rainforest, putting the stress on plant medicines and medicine plants. And another axis is to preserve the shamanic knowledge from around the world, especially from Peru. And the third one is to create an eco village where we can all live in community, as you said, based on respect, love, compassion, reciprocity, gratitude. And the dieta brings that to you. The dieta it's a 15 days process where you're given a little cabin, or a 10 days process also, or you can do back to back, 45 days in the Amazon. And the program also includes very important baths of protection and flowering. We also offer Kambo ceremonies with the frog there. We sing all together, we drum all together, we learn all together, we teach all together, we grow all together. That is what happens in a dieta. And really, it's a warrior challenge. Once you finish, you can feel the spiritual warrior really blossoming from within. And the Andes is the same. The spirits are different. The Apus, Pachamama, the Andes, the mountain, big time, the rivers. Program is the same. Similar, but a little bit less isolation. Isolation is very important in the Amazon. You're on your own in a little cabin. In the Andes, it can be one or mostly two people. It's like in between of a 3 days retreat and a big dieta. So you're all welcome to come. This is gonna happen next year in March, April. All the Chaka-Runa team will be there for you to guide you, bridge you, and in a gentle and safe way to really become human. That's it.
Wow, thank you. Thank you for sharing a really clear perspective about Peru and all of these traditions that are
Hmm.
live. It's really wonderful to hear all of the regions and all of their beautiful essences and, the pearls of all,
Hmm.
yeah, wisdom traditions. And thank you for laying that out for us and also to
Thank you.
understand also a bit more about the dietas and also learning from you also about the Andean, traditions, which is really
Mm,
important as well that you are bringing here
yeah.
together with your, plant medicine world knowledge as well. So I want to ask you also, is there any message coming through from the plant world that is important for our global community to hear?
The messages from the unseen world, which includes plants and many other doors. What can I tell you? The message is what I embrace in my own life. Yes, choose a path and live it at the fullest with passion. Be human. Get to know who you are, not becoming the best version of yourself. How many versions are there? There's only one version. Bring that one out to the world with no mask, no layers. And then you will be part of the one largest community, which is humanity. That is my message. Keep it simple. Don't crave like a dog chasing its tail with for happiness, but to become a whole, embracing everything you are. There's there's a whole. I mean, you only can the most dark you will be walking in, you grab the slightest spark and then you become the light. Otherwise, there's no other path. I mean, you gotta walk your talk and walk and get out of that rabbit hole in darkness to really bring some light and become, as I said, the best healer of what you heal in yourself. So what have you healed in yourself? Is there anything to heal? Then do. You still have time. You're here for that purpose to heal yourself and to become a whole and to bring your light into the beautiful largest community ever, which is humanity. For me, it's like that. Enough is enough. Keep it simple. Keep walking. Choose your path. If it's not that one, change. You still are alive and have time.
Thank you. Thank you. I love it. Yes, to keep it simple and
Make it simple.
you can always change. Yes, your path.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
I also want to ask you also if you may have like some advice here, like perhaps a practice or a ritual or a prayer, so
Yeah,
and support people on
of
their
course.
path of service. Yes.
My practice is I wake up in the morning and the first thing I try to do is breathe. Of course, otherwise you're dead. So please breathe in the morning. So we take 3 big breaths because your lungs can hold much more air, and air, oxygen is life. We always walk through life be giving very little breath instead of really feeling your lung, holding it because the lung needs expansion like your life, and then putting it out, releasing all your heaviness, keeping it like that for 10, 15 seconds with no oxygen, and again. That is the first thing I do. Then I work on my joints in the bed or sitting. Your body is very important. Don't just jump in. Okay, let's do. There's what to do. No, because the age will really show you that this is not a good idea. move your body, especially your joints. What I do is I call it joint rejuvenation. I move my wrists, my elbows, my shoulders, my hips, my knees, 15, 20 minutes. Then I woke up, I get out of the bed, open the windows, let the sun in. The wind is the best cleanser. Really, let it through. Open the windows. Smash a little bit with Palo Santo. Good scents, nice spirits around. Humid, sulfur, dark, dirty smells, not a good idea. Clean up. The air is a good cleaner. The sun is a good cleaner. The wind, sounds, beautiful music. It immediately changes your vibration or the whatever vibration you want, ambient music, Icaros medicine music, music for the soul, you choose. And you will see how that affects your vibration. Many things affect your vibration. People around you, time, space, location, the clothes you wear, the food you eat, the words you speak, and especially your thoughts can affect your vibration. So keep it safe. Learn how to domain everything that can affect your vibration. Be the best gatekeeper. Whatever you see, whatever you hear will affect you, wherever you are. And uh, water, the best cleanser. Go in the shower, feel the water not only for your skin, but for your whole energy. Thank you, water. Thank you, clean me. The water comes from the mountains. Imagine the water coming all the way from the mountains to your shower and your pipe. Be respectful, grateful in your life. You're still alive. You're still breathing. Make the best from it. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Gino, for sharing all of those
Mm,
rituals and yeah, to create a safe place for yourself and to really listen to yourself as well throughout the day and throughout all of these practices and to nurture
mhm.
yourself. And I know that you've also generously offered a gift to our audience, which is a link to,
Of
yeah,
course. Yeah.
beautiful music and Icarus. Would you like to tell something about that?
Oh, sure. This is a page that a friend of mine from Switzerland opened, I mean, created, which is songs that we sing a couple of years ago. I would say 6, 7, 8 years ago. We have many more new ones now, but those are the core. Then when we go around the world making shamanic gatherings to talk about shamanism and sing and drum. These are very, very beautiful Icaros and medicine songs. Okay, Icaros are chanting, prayer to call the spirits of the plants and the animals for healing, for protection. Medicine music is beautiful music with some instruments to soothe your heart and clean your vibration. So enjoy. This is a gift from Chaka-Runa to all of you, and please be mindful of how you use it, and that's it. Embrace the gift.
Thank you, Gino. I
Thank
really
you.
enjoy that music very much. And for all of you who are here, please make sure to scroll down below this video and interview where you will find the link to the free gift or to the gift from Gino, as well as other links how to contact Gino or follow his work. And also, thank you on behalf of everyone at Shamus Directory. To
Thank you so
spend
much.
time here and for offering all of your, your wisdom stories and experiences here with us. It's really, really wonderful to hear. And
Thank you.
thank you also for the support in Shaman's Directory. Really
Absolutely.
appreciate that. And yes, and for all of the wonderful things that you're bringing into the world, and also the Chaka-Runa Eco Village is really wonderful to hear how to sort of preserve also nature in its, purest form as well. So thank
Thank you,
you.
Mayumi. Thank you. Thank you. Whatever you need, just knock at my door. Okay? Blessings.
And to everyone who's viewing and participating, we thank you for being here to receive all the wonderful wisdom and beauty that Gino has offered to us today. And we
Thank you.
hope that you will join us for our next interviews around the cosmic fire.